Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 and our Newcastle United series as we try again to get our first win of the Premier League season. Last time out we were in a position where, if we have a look at the schedule, we did get our first win of the season. It was a disappointing win, a 1-0 win over Barnsley. It should have been a lot more. We had a lot of chances that we didn't take, and I feel like that is going to be a recurring problem through this season, so we need to hope that our defence is up to the task. So far we've only conceded 2 goals this season, but we've also only scored 3, so we need to improve that ratio as soon as possible. But it is not going to be easy because we've got to take on Liverpool, Chelsea, Leicester and United in our next 5 games, and they're going to be really tough matches to go through. I think what I'm going to do in this episode is we'll play through the Liverpool game, we'll live com that, we'll probably skip the Burnley game, and then we'll live com the Chelsea game. So 3 things to get through in this episode. Hopefully there'll be plenty of action as well. For this game, Liverpool clearly odds-on favourites. Their recent form pretty good as well, as is decent. Apparently we are unbeaten still, so that's always good. We've got Perez and Haidara out. They've got Lallana and Klein gone, and 3 players doubtful as well. We're at Anfield. I do quite like that start screen. Now, how do we get to the Newcastle team selection? There we go. This is a team that we are going to be using today. We are going to play Williams, Saive and Diame up front. I'm really hoping that Williams can get a goal or 2 and help us out. He got an assist and a goal in his first 2 games, so hopefully he can do something special again. Marino and Shelvey are without doubt our best central midfielders. Dummett did well in the last game, as did Manquillo getting the winning goal. And then we've got Kieran Clark, Chancellor Mbemba and Jamal Lascelles in defence, with Rob Elliott in goal. Well, here are the teams for this match. You can see Liverpool, very strong side. That attack in front for Mane, Coutinho, Salah and Firmino in there is not going to be easy to deal with. I am expecting us to lose this game, but I'm just going to tell them that they are the underdogs and hope that they can do something for us. Players coming out. The team didn't react very well to that team talk, so hopefully they will play a little bit better than they reacted. We do get the ball kicked off there. It was a strange one, a kind of lob pass to the central defender. And in the first few minutes, Jordan Henderson already injured. Injuries are always so common in the start of every Football Manager game. I don't know what it is, but every year there are always tons of injuries until they patch the game and get a fix in. So hopefully that won't be a problem for us. We do have a couple of injuries, but nothing too serious at this point. Here is the first highlight though. It's taken 20 minutes, which is maybe a good sign for us. Salah brings the ball down, but Dummett winning it well. Kieran Clark pushes it on to Dummett. Obviously when Haidara is back, I will probably be playing him ahead of Dummett unless Dummett puts in some good performances like he did in the last match. We've lost the ball here though. Firmino trying to turn. Shelvey got to be careful on a yellow card already. Elliott then sends the ball over the top. Saive down to Diame. Now Manquillo puts it over the top, and Diame is going to get onto that. He's in behind the Liverpool defence. Big tackle. Dummett's following up, and Dummett saved by Mignolet. Pushed onto the posts, I think, there. Not far away from Dummett to getting us our first goal of the game. Dummett here with another throw-in. Salah heads it away. It's come towards Firmino. He's turning, trying to run it out of defence. Picks out Coutinho. Plenty of players ahead of him in Newcastle shirts, but they've found the ball through, and Firmino's in on goal. It's well saved, but following up was Sadio Mane, and he has got the goal. That's really unfortunate because the keeper got the save there, but Mane following in, just able to rifle that ball into a largely open net, and now we need to try and come back from behind. Manquillo with the throw into Shelvey, pushes it over to Marino. Ball over the top, it's in for Williams, and he's hit the post. Oh, Williams so close to a great goal there, but he just couldn't finish it. Clark picks up the ball. Now Marino does find Saive. Diame can't keep the ball. That's so frustrating. Williams was an inch away from bringing us level at Anfield, and that really would have been special had he managed to do it. Interesting that we aren't dominating possession. Liverpool on 60% possession. They are a possessive team. Coutinho here with a Route 1 free kick straight into the arms of Elliott, which we will always take. He then tries to bring the ball forward. I think the graphics on the video today a little bit struggling. Saive's got in though. Saive has scored. 1-1. Henry Saive out of nowhere. I'm not even sure that he is a player I would ordinarily be playing. It's only their tactic that has let him in. But he has just got an equaliser for us at Anfield shortly before half-time. A special goal there. We need to be careful though. Liverpool coming back. It's Alexander. Turns the defence. He's got players over, but Elliott just pushes it wide of that post. Let me know what you think between Elliott and Darlow as well, by the way. If you are doing a Newcastle save, let me know which one you're using, because I can't tell the difference between the two at the moment as to which one I would want in the team. 3 minutes of stoppage time, probably because of that Henderson injury. But going in at half-time, we are 1-1 with Liverpool after falling behind. That is impressive that the team are able to come back, and I'm going to tell them that I am happy with their performance so far, and they've reacted really well. A lot of thumbs up there. And it's now 1-1 going into this second half. If we could sneak a draw at Anfield, that really would be special. It'd leave us 3 games without a win at the start of the Premier League season, but we'd also be 3 games unbeaten. So, swings and roundabouts really, but Liverpool definitely the better team. They're not converting their shots into shots on target though, which is fortunate, but that could change. And Coutinho has a chance here. He sends it back to Gomez. Marino heads it out. Now it's Williams. Pushes it forward to Saive. We've got a counter-attack on here. That is the mentality we're using. That was not the best ball, but Manquillo keeps it, switches it back, and Williams should get to that. And Williams does get to that. Joe Gomez, though, just stealing the ball from him. It is cleared forward, but only to Jonjo Shelvey. Marino to dumb it. Back to Marino again. We are looking dangerous in this attack. Clark trying to keep the ball, but he's lost it, and Alexander can just play through Firmino. We were looking so dangerous, and what a tackle from Lascelles there. He just needs to get the ball away now. I don't care about us going on the attack. I just don't want us to concede, and Coutinho has stolen it. Mane is free. Firmino's in there, and there it is. Mane with the goal. Twice the team let Liverpool steal the ball and attack, and both times, or the second time, we were punished. 2-1 to Liverpool. That's such a poor way to give away a goal, and Liverpool could really make it pay now. Another cross into the box is cleared away. Liverpool straight to that loose ball, and now Alexander finds Mane. Saive does manage to steal it for us. Diame can launch a counter-attack. Ball over the top, and Williams is in behind. Can he score this time? Williams! He does score this time. 2-2 now against Liverpool. George Williams, another goal, looking like a well-invested £10 million. Excellent, excellent stuff. He is the only player in the game that's any good who is a natural shadow striker, and so for this tactic, he is just the man we need. Liverpool bringing on Daniel Sturridge for a fullback means they've probably shifted their tactic a little bit. I'm not going to mess with mine. I'm not going to mess with the players on the pitch. I might take Shelvey off though, given that he's already on a yellow card and is looking nervous. That is not a great combination. We can put Jack Colback, who apparently is our most influential player, onto the pitch. 20 minutes to go. I don't want to change the tactic. I want Liverpool to attack us. I want to counter them. And here's Saive through to Marino. He's got 2 players to his right if he can pick them out. He holds the ball up, dumb it, picks it up. There's 6 Newcastle players in the box, and Mignolet just saves it, and Gomez puts it out for a corner there. The frame rate or graphics in this game are struggling. It is on low, but it's because we're at Anfield, which is a big stadium, and it's going to be sold out. And that it's the fans, apparently, which really affects the game's match engine. So hopefully in other games it will be perfectly fine. But at the moment we've got 15 minutes left to play. Manquillo with the throw-in. Finds Diame. Players around him. He goes down in the box, and it's given. We've got a penalty. We could win at Anfield. A penalty in front of the Kop. Who is taking it though? The physio is coming on for Diame. He's going to take an absolute age to reach there. This is another thing that they had to fix in the game last year, because the physios just take so long to run over the pitch. And now, of course, now he's sliding on his backside. Why wouldn't he slide on his... Get off the pitch, Diame. We could be about to win at Anfield. I don't even know who's taken our penalty. I can't remember who I made our chief penalty. It is Williams stepping up. And it's saved by Mignolet. Williams, he could have had a hat-trick today. He's hit the post, missed the penalty, and scored a goal. He is certainly going to be one of our best players going forward. I've got no doubt about that. And he's got so much potential and room to develop. Got a throw in here from Gomez. Pushes it into Firmino. Ball on the bottom there, picked up by Elliott. I don't think we need to make any changes. I mean, we're 2-2 and we could have been 3-2. I think a change is just going to disrupt the team. Colback with a big header. Diame brings it down. Maybe we could take Diame off given he's injured. Manquillo pushes it down the line. Diame is there. He's got players to his left, Diame. He puts the cross in, and there's Williams! And we are 3-2 up against Liverpool at Anfield, and I don't know what to do with the team. This tactic is only designed to work in one way. Let's put... Oh, it's going to have to be Lejeune who goes in for the injured Diame. Oh no, Diame is up front, not in central midfield. So let's put... Matt Ritchie can go up front for Diame. I also want to change another position, possibly in midfield, but I'm not sure who. I guess Lejeune could come on for Colback. Marino, sorry. And that will have to be the change. I'm not going to switch from counter because I think we can hit them on the counter attack and maybe get another. Risky, I know, but I don't think this team or the system we're using is suited to a defensive mentality. 5 minutes to go. We are leading at Anfield. This would be a famous first league win for us. If 6 minutes of added time, where's that come from? Free kick, Coutinho finds Sturridge, hits the post, and we clear it away. A lucky escape. Where did 6 minutes come from? Was Diame taking that long? 30 or so seconds left to go. This would be such a famous win if we managed to do it. Without doubt, the biggest game of our FM18 career so far. And it looks like we might be able to get another goal here. Ritchie trying to run at the Liverpool defence. Finds Saive. Still got the ball. Coates does just dispossess him there. 15 seconds left. Get the ball away. There's Dummett. Onto Saive. Still we're coming at them. Ritchie. Back to Manquillo. Ball through. Saive's in on goal. He's offside. But that's fine. We are winning at Anfield. Referee about to blow his whistle. There it is. A 3-2 win at Anfield. George Williams with 2 goals. Absolutely sensational stuff. I was really not expecting that, and what a win for the team there. 3-2 against Liverpool. We are the shock result there. 54,000 fans having their day ruined by us, and we are up to 7th place in the league. Absolutely incredible stuff, that. Really special, and it means we're in such a good position. 3 games in, 5 points, unbeaten, one of only 5 unbeaten teams in the Premier League at the moment. 6 unbeaten teams in the Premier League right now, and we are looking very good. I think what we're going to do now, having a quick look at the schedule, I'm not going to play the Burnley game on camera. I might show the highlights actually, that would probably be fairer, and then we'll also do the Chelsea game in a bit, so it might be a slightly longer episode than usual, but hopefully we can keep this unbeaten run going until that Chelsea game where we are at home and we can hopefully get another shock result. Well, we are now the other side of both the international break and the transfer window. There were no more ins or outs for our team. Just the one signing, George Williams coming in, nobody going out either. So the squad is pretty much the same as it is for everybody else who opens up a Newcastle career. For this game against Burnley, not a lot of surprises. Williams, Perez and Saive are the 3 up front. Perez coming back in. Diame sitting this one out. Marino and Shelvey both in midfield as well. Dummett continues at left wing back despite Haidara being on the bench. Manquillo at right wing back. I've been impressed with the 2 wing backs in the last couple of games, so I want to keep them playing given they're playing well. Lejeune comes in defence as Clark is out at the moment. And Mbemba and Lascelles alongside him with Elliott in goal. Well, here is the first highlight. We've got Williams on the attack at the moment. He's been so good for us so far this season. He puts the cross in and it's just tipped over by Heaton there. Williams not far away from getting us a goal very early on, still in the first 6 minutes of this match. We've got the corner coming in from Williams. It's out by Tuanzebe. Lascelles chasing after it, but we can't fashion a good enough chance out of that. Dummett with the throw in. Now it's Cork. Going in with a tackle, the ball cleared out by Tuanzebe. And Mbemba onto Shelvey. Players ahead of him. He goes out wide to Dummett. Now Marino. Back to Shelvey again. Williams through to Saive. Good quick pass. And Saive's in the box, but he's just dinked it over the top. Ward with the throw in. Comes back towards him. He's tried to put that down the wing, and it has been picked up by Ashley Barnes. Again, the ball over the top. This time comes to Wood. Be really disappointing if we beat Liverpool away and then lose to Burnley. So I want a good result here. Really, I want a win here. It's Saive with the ball round the corner for Perez. Slipped into Williams, who's clean through 2 defenders. He goes for goal early, and he has just dragged that one wide. Saive on the attack. We're looking quite dangerous in this first half. Perez puts it through and Saive's in behind the defence. One-on-one with the keeper, but Heaton with a very good stop. Williams trying to run at the defence. Pushes it forward to Saive. Now Perez. He's tackled by Cork. Shelvey loses out to Cork as well. Now Wood's in a very good position as he runs forward. There's a holding tackle going in there, but ball's put in behind and Barnes is one-on-one. Elliott with a very good stop there. I was pretty sure we were about to fall behind. Goodmanson puts the ball down the right wing looking for Wood, who's managed to get to that ball. He's got players in the middle, but Lejeune gets across. Shelvey to Marino. He finds Saive, who's on a knock. He's probably going to have to come off at half-time. Marino into Perez. Saive again. Out wide to Dummett. Perez. Nice little passing play, and he's found Perez again. He's got a man to his right. He goes for goal himself, and he bends it a bit too far around that post. Well, there's only about 20 minutes left of this game, and we have still not made the breakthrough. We're definitely the better team on the pitch, but it is just not showing in chances right now, and we are going to have to make a quick change because we just aren't doing the job. Saive really needs to come off at this point. Diame still carrying a knock, so I'm going to trust Mitrovic going up front and see if he can do the job for us. We've also got Haidara, who can maybe come in at left wing back, because he's slightly better suited to that position actually, and I think we'll leave it at just 2 changes for right now and hope that that will make a bit of an impact for us. But just 10 minutes to go. Changes being made for Burnley as well. Shelvey with a free kick. He's gone for goal and he's hit the crossbar there. Certainly the roof of the net, but very close there to maybe just dropping in. We are going to have to take off Manquillo as well. He's picked up a knock. But I'm not sure exactly who to bring on for him. I guess it would have to be Matt Ritchie dropping into an unfamiliar position, which would certainly be better for us going forward. But defensively, it might leave us a little bit frail. There's only 5 minutes to go anyway. It is going to be disappointing to not beat Burnley. We've been the better team. We've got 6 minutes of added time. They love a 6-minute added time period. 4 minutes in, 5 minutes in, it's just not going to happen for us. I think we've only just made our substitution as well, which doesn't help. And this is probably the last act of the game. Is there one more chance for us? Mitrovic to Perez. Marino over to Williams. He's got players to his left. He dinks it forward, but the full-time whistle has gone, and we have failed to score past Burnley. Quite an even game, to be fair to Burnley, but away from home, we really could have done with the win there. It means we're now 4 games unbeaten in the league. I'm going to tell the players I'm not happy. Hopefully that will give them a better understanding of the expectations we have. Saive out for a couple of days now. If we have a look at the medical centre, you can see we've still got 4 players out injured at the moment, which is not ideal. Most of them are not far from being back, just a few days, so hopefully they'll be back in time for the game against Chelsea. But our unbeaten run, now 5 games in competitive football, it's likely to come to an end in one of the next 3 matches. We've got Chelsea, Leicester and Manchester United to come, so we'll just have to see what we can do there. But let's go ahead to that Chelsea game. Well, for this match against Chelsea, we are obviously not the favourites. We still have decent form, but Chelsea with 3 straight victories further up the table and just much better odds. Most of our team are back fit though, which is very good news. Chelsea got Babarama now, but I do not have high hopes for this match. I'd love to keep our unbeaten run going with another draw. A win would be absolutely unreal, especially given that Liverpool result. But realistically, a draw would be very, very good for us. The team going out there, we're bringing Diame back in alongside Perez and Williams as Saive drops to the bench. Marino and Shelvey still in central midfield, and Haidara and Manquillo keep their positions at wing-back. Dummett and Mbemba and Lascelles are in defence, and Rob Elliott is in goal. Well, here are the teams. The Chelsea side, very strong. Hazard, Morata and Willian all in there. Kante and Drinkwater as well. Playing almost exactly the same tactic as us. They're playing with a striker rather than 2 attacking midfielders. But I'm going to tell the team that they are underdogs for this game. They haven't reacted all that well, but I don't think they did for the Liverpool game either. St James's Park looking nothing like St James's Park in the game. But we have got the ball kicked off. It is hammering it down by the looks of it. Lots of grey streaks across my screen, which I think indicates rain. Haidara puts the ball into Marino. Now it's Perez onto Williams, who has a dink to the back post. Diame's hit the woodwork, and just 3 minutes into our game against the champions, we nearly got the goal. We are looking quite good against big teams so far, but there's a chance here for Chelsea. Hazard, edge of the box, a lot of room, and Elliott does well to turn that around the post and keep our clean sheet intact. It was a little bit worrying how Hazard had that much space, but he does put the ball in from a corner, and Elliott comes out with a safe pair of hands. He has impressed me in the Newcastle goal, which is why Darlow hasn't been brought back in. I'm still interested in your thoughts on that, though, whether you prefer Elliott or Darlow. Apparently we're struggling to control possession. They've got another ball in from this side, and it's just flicked on and wide of the post by David Luiz. In fact, not too far away there. A good connection with a free kick like that. And we could well be behind. At the moment, though, it's pretty even in the stats. And Mbemba, though, goes in there with a trailing leg, almost a scissor action. And suddenly we are in all kinds of trouble. I think it's going to have to be Diame who comes off. We'll leave Perez and Williams up front for this one in a straight kind of switch there, dropping the striker back into defence, and Lejeune will have to be the man who comes on, but that has just made our job 5 times harder. We kept Chelsea out for 20 minutes. Can we do it anymore? Marino with a free kick. He's gone for goal as well, and he's just hit the woodwork there, I think. We had a similar free kick like that in our last game. But we do need to be careful. We're playing counter football. It won't change our tactics very much. It's more just that we're a man light. And now Hazard has a corner. It's into Morata. David Luiz at the back stick has just volleyed that one straight into the back of the net. And we are a goal behind. And that does make it much, much more difficult than it was before. And we really are just going to have to be so careful going forward and trying to get an equaliser, because if we can see 2 or 3 more, it really, really will be just the end of the game for us. So it's got to be tight at the back and just adventurous going forward. Elliott palming a free kick from Willian around the post. I just think 20 minutes in, getting a red card against Chelsea, even at home, is always going to be really a death sentence for a newly promoted side, no less. And I think that's just what looks like it's going to be the case. A lot of pressure here from Chelsea. Jordi Alba in the team for them. We do get the ball away there. Hazard picking it up. Might have a strike, but we do just get it away from him. And then Cahill can't get the ball back in the box. We're pretty much at half-time now. And I'm going to have to tell the team I'm not happy with their performance, because hopefully that will force a bit of a change, really, because this has not been good enough. The red card, such a blow, really. Mbemba, what on earth was he thinking? I think I'm going to tell them they're unlucky. I think that's worked better than just having a go at them, because that gets a bit stale. And 1-0 down with 10 men against Chelsea isn't the end of the world. It's just about whether we can get that equaliser, maybe hit them on the counter-attack and get something out of this game. The ball in there from Chelsea, just easily dealt with. Williams heads it further on. Perez now trying to do the work all on his own. He's got a lot of Chelsea players around him. He sends it back to Marino. Out wide to Manquillo. He tries to find Marino again, but the highlight comes to an end. I'm not really sure what the best tactic to do is when we fall down to 10 men. Whether it's to have the 2 through the middle or sacrifice a player elsewhere. Alba puts that one to the back stick for David Luiz. Has caused us all kinds of trouble in the box. And Azpilicueta there just tucks it home for 2-0, and that pretty much is the end of the game. I want to keep our goal difference intact. I think it's going to be very important going forward, so I'm not going to switch to an attacking formation to try and chase a Chelsea team who have an extra man. I think that's just going to end in absolute disaster. So we're basically not going to change anything and play a sort of contain approach and hope that that does the job for us. But yeah, it's that red card that's really, really hurt us in this one. There's no doubt about that. And Mbemba has not been anywhere near good enough for us in this game. We'll take off Shelvey for callback, and we'll also give Dwight Gale a little run around up front. It's not his best position playing as a shadow striker, but if he gets a goal, it could change the game a little bit. Less than 5 minutes to go. Haidara picking up an injury as well is not an ideal situation. 4 minutes of added time to play with. But it's going to be our first competitive defeat, our first defeat in the Premier League as manager in FM 2018. Morata here just sends the ball back to Cahill. He can maybe put a cross and he finds Bakayoko, who puts it wide of the post. 2-0, given that we played with 10 men for pretty much the entirety of that game, is not a terrible result. I think that the team and the tactic are working. We were unlucky today, that's what I'm going to say to the team, and they have reacted well. And hopefully next episode we can pick it up a little bit because we've got some big games to come. I'm going to fine Mbemba 2 weeks' wages because I want to keep discipline as tight as we can. I don't want things like that happening too often. If we have a look at the schedule, we can see that it has impacted our form. We've still only got the 2 wins. We got them back to back. That win against Liverpool does give us a little breathing room because we would expect to lose these games against the big teams. Hopefully we can find a way past Leicester in the Carabao Cup. They might play a weakened team, which could really help us. But then we've got Manchester United in the Premier League, and that will be very tough. So if you enjoyed that win over Liverpool, the sensational drama involved, including the missed penalty, do drop a like on the video. Make sure to subscribe as well if you want to see what is going to happen in the games against Leicester and Manchester United. And follow me on Twitter using the link in the description if you want all the latest updates on what's going on in at this series and future experiments that will be coming to the channel. But until next time, see ya!